Good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever in the world you are. Hope you're having a wonderful day and welcome to your match preview for Forest against Spurs. I guess, guys, we start with the simple question, and please put it in either the live comments or in the comments down below. Do you care? Because I just don't know if I do or not. Thing is, this Spurs game is always a big one for me because obviously, as you guys know, my brother is a Spurs fan and we have had that rivalry since we were kids. But this season, do I really care if we go through in the League Cup or not? I can see the pros and cons for all of it. And in my head, I still can't come to a conclusion. That's why I need your guys' help. And that's why I'll be asking the guys on the Forest Forum tonight the very same questions. So make sure you're tuned in for that. At the moment, we're scheduled for the usual time slot of 9 p.m. And we got a hell of a panel on today. But anyway, that's for later on. Once we've answered that question of do you care or don't you care, I think the next question that needs to be asked is, does Cooper care or does Cooper not care? And by this I mean, does he put a strong first team out or a weakened second string team, as you call it? For me, this is a tough question to answer because normally I would say put the second stream out, get the fringe players in. I mean, we all want to see Bidet, don't we? I mean, especially how much I've harped on about him. I think Surridge should get a run out. You've got one or two other fringe players. Hennessy probably needs a warm-up game before the World Cup and things like that. But not that I'm saying I care if he's warmed up for the World Cup, because honestly, I don't. I just care what happens with Forest. But at the same time, the question you have to ask yourself is, well, does Cooper actually know what the difference is between our first team and our second string team? Because he seems to be slowly finding that spine. Not that I like the spine, but I think he's becoming more settled on who our first team is. And it's an interesting question. The other interesting thing to see is, does he bring any under 21s into this? Which I think is worth a shout. I think Adam, shout out to Adam, he mentioned it in the comments that Conte was rested from the under 21s game yesterday. So maybe we see him in this cup game. And I'd quite like to have a look at him because he's been lighting it up with the under 21s. And Basso didn't play yesterday either. Maybe he comes in as well. I don't know, guys. It's probably the hardest, weirdest match preview video I've ever had to do. I guess I need your help more than the crap that I usually talk about. Look, what would I do? I think I would mix it up. I think I would play definitely a different defense. He has to play Bidet. He has to bring in maybe Mbasso. Rest McKenna, rest Cook. I don't think he'd bring Worrell into it, but maybe he will. It's so tough. Look, for me personally, I'd go Mbasso and Bidet as the back two. I probably would argue that there's a good shout that they're probably our fastest back two in the club currently, fitness-wise. If Biancone was fit, I would have had him as right back or centre back. I don't mind either way. But with him not fit, Cooper's got a bit of a dilemma on what he does at right back because Aurier's clearly been our best player. And do we want to see him potentially pick up an injury or be knackered out for the Palace match? I don't know. Maybe he plays Worrell at right back or something weird like that. At left back, it's the same conundrum. I think he will play Lodi because Lodi hasn't made the Brazilian World Cup squad. By the way, breaking news for you guys there. So there's nothing for him to do over the next 6 weeks. He's going to be integrating more with Nottingham Forest and everything over the World Cup period. Maybe Lodi plays today and then he's going to put Nico Williams in on Saturday. I personally would give Lodi the first half, Nico Williams the second half. And then, you know what I would do? I'd just bring Cole back in and rest both of them, and then I'll play Lodi on Saturday. Cole back is crap, in my opinion. But in a cup match, chuck him in at left back. He's done it before, though I think he wasn't the greatest cover last year at left back. Whoa, I know, controversial. A lot of you are going to disagree with me. For those of you who do, go check the Sheffield United goals and who caused them to score in the second leg. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. I'd probably chuck Cole back in. And then in midfield, this is the bit that's annoying me. Because Mangala and bloody O'Brien are not starting games, he may as well just start him with this one. I don't understand how he thinks Coyote and Yates are a better pairing than these two absolute legends. But I think he will start Mangala and O'Brien. I personally would rather see them start on Saturday. Or if he starts them, bring him up after 60 minutes and then start them on Saturday. Mangala, Freuler, O'Brien. I want to see it. I don't care if it's a cup match. I've made my mind up. I want to see it now. And then up front, Konate and Surridge, something like that. He probably brings Lingard in. I would actually want Lingard to start because I feel that it would bring him down a peg or two to see him forced into an early round of the Carabao Cup, aka the Mickey Mouse Cup. But yeah, that's roughly what I do. I mean, we'll get into the full discussion of it tonight on the Forest Forum. But this video is more about getting your opinions on it, guys. I'm more interested in what you've got to say because I've got no clue. I do think that Conte may put a mixed team out as well because Spurs, let's face it, their trophy cabinet is empty. It's been empty for a long time. And they'll happily put a Mickey Mouse Cup into it. I mean, we've already got a few of these, so we don't care too much. But I think this is probably Spurs' best cup option for a trophy this year. So to me, it makes sense that Conte may put a strong team out. The problem he's got is he's got injuries. So he's got no Son. Does he want to risk Kane? I'm sure Southgate's in his ear saying don't play him in a cup match, etc. So I think Kane will be rested. Maybe you see the likes of Richarlison come back in, Kulusevski coming in to get some more match fitness. And then maybe he'll go for a midfield where he's switching it up and bring in Skip in and players like that. And a couple of the youngsters they have in the defence as well. I think Lloris will definitely be rested. I can't see that not happening. But I still think he puts a semi-ish strong team out. But obviously the key talking point is Spence. Spence will start this one. I'll be shocked if he doesn't. Spence will definitely start this one. He seems to be only allowed to play at the City ground this season. So Conte, you might as well loan him back out to us, mate. He needs to come home. He is coming home tomorrow. But I want him back. Look, I know Aurier is on levels right now at right back. But I still am going to say this one more time. Look, before you guys start slating me, and remember, blame Steve-O, it was his idea. But Aurier at centre-back. When I'm saying Aurier at centre-back, it's because clearly Cooper doesn't like Bidet. He doesn't like Biancone. He doesn't like Bolly. Maybe we'll see Bolly tonight. I forgot about him. It's just like, there's so many forgotten players we have. But what I'm saying is, Aurier is a player that Cooper trusts. He trusts Nico Williams. He kind of trusts Lodi. So why not, if you're going to play that combo, protect our biggest weakness right now, which is centre-back. Put Aurier in there, who's played centre-back before and solid, and Nico Williams on the right. Look, if it was me, if I was Cooper, I would be playing Bidet and dropping Kirk. Literally drop kick him out the damn stadium. He's not good enough anymore. You guys are going to be like, wow, that's harsh. It's a joke. Calm yourselves down. But I'd have Bidet and I'd give McKenna a rest. Look, bring Bolly in maybe. Bolly, I don't rate. I thought he was a panic signing at the end of the window. But he's a bit quicker than them. And he's a bit more of a unit. So maybe he will work. At this stage, I'm so desperate for anything at centre-back. As long as there's a change. Because it's such a glaring weakness. It's a weakness towards the defence. It's also a weakness in our attack. Because they just keep passing it back to Henderson. Or Hollywooding it up the field. I'm not going to start ranting. This video isn't for that. This video is about the preview tonight. So let's go back to the original question. Do I care? The answer is yes and no. I don't care if Forest go out because I think, for me, number one focus is the league. 1,000,000%. The only smidgen that makes me care is my dumbass brother being a Spurs fan. That's it. No more than that. If Forest were playing any other team, I wouldn't care if we went out. I really wouldn't. It's the worst draw we could have had from me from a personal perspective. I would rather see an FA Cup run. But at the same time, if you look at the FA Cup run, there's a bit of a debate to be had about it last season because I felt it built us a lot of momentum. But the squad depth wasn't deep enough that when we came up to, say, the Boring Mouth game last season, it was clear to see the boys were knackered. But with a deeper squad this season, could have FA Cup run suit us a lot better. Don't know. What do you think? So in summary, basically I've told you nothing. This video is probably the most honest answer I can give. And I'm here for you guys to help me. So get down in the comments below the answers to those questions. Do you care about the match? Yes or no? If you were Cooper, would you put a first team out, a second stream out, or a mix of the two? And would you bring in any under 21s? And also, what do you think Conte will do, apart from the obvious, which is bring in Spence? But for me, the one final point I'll make is there's only one game till the World Cup. Do we really need to rest any players? It's still quite early in the season calendar. Why would Cooper care if players got injured? As long as it wasn't severe injuries, you know, it's not going to keep them out for over, say, 4 or 5 weeks. Then doesn't it matter really? And they should still be, I still hold that a footballer should be fit enough with the money they earn to play a Wednesday and a Saturday. I mean, we did it pretty much every other week last season in the Championship. So why can't we do it in the Premier League? The intensity is a lot higher, I know. But still, for the sake of 1 week and then a 4-week rest for a lot of our players, or not, as in no matches, maybe we should just go gun-ho and put our first team out. Don't know, guys. Sorry, I've wasted 10 minutes of your time, but you guys can help me today. You really can. So get those comments down below. Don't forget, we've got the Forest Forum tonight at 9 p.m. Let's see if my panelists are any smarter than I am and can answer those questions, as well as plenty of other stuff to talk about. Finally, we are going to be doing some charity work as well, which I want to get you guys involved in. I'll explain all either tonight or tomorrow. I've just got to piece a lot of things together for it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry it's probably been my crappiest video, and I know, you know, the bar isn't set very high, but I'm just really confused about it, and I'd rather just be honest with you than make crap up. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you tonight for the Forest Forum. Come on, you Reds!